Hello, receiving students, 70s and the teachers.
Hello,
Thank you, take your seat. Now receiving students and 70s. Our lesson topic for today is on volume of types of prism. Volume of other types of prism. Now we looked at rectangular prism, and rectangular prism is a three-dimensional solid shape which has a height, length, and a width. Now we are looking at a general prism, no longer a rectangular prism. Now one thing that you must know about a general prism, they have a height, and also the top base and the bottom base are the same. That's one of the key information that you must know about a prism. Any prism, the top base and the bottom base are always the same, and they have the height. Unlike rectangular prism, it has a length, it has a width, and a height. You can see the difference between a rectangular prism and a general prism. Now, to find the volume of any prism, we use the same formula which we used in finding the volume of a rectangular prism. So, the formula that we use to find the volume of a rectangular prism, we apply that same formula in finding any prism. So, class receiving students and 70s, what is the formula that we use to find the volume of a rectangular prism? Volume is equals to what do I have on the screen for you? Can you read from the screen? Volume is equals to
area of base times height.
Where area is equals to
Length times width.
length times width. That's the formula that you use to find volume of a rectangular prism. Okay? We can use the same formula to find the area of the volume of a prism. Now receiving students and 70s, I have a work example which is shown on the screen. Now using the formula, area of the base times height, if the area of that particular shape or the prism given there is 5 square centimeter, what do you think is the height and the volume of the prism? I have given you the area of the base of that prism, which is 5 square centimeter. Now using the diagram, try to identify what is the height. Let's find the height first, and then we come to finding the volume of the prism given. Receiving students, the work example that is given, you can discuss or give your answer to your teacher. We are trying to discuss the work example together so that you can understand how to find the volume of a prism. Okay, let's have Evelyn. Evelyn? Pass the mic.
Five cubic centimeter.
5, sorry, come again?
5 cubic centimeter.
5 cubic centimeter. Okay. Evelyn says 5 cubic centimeter. Any other different answers? What is the height of the prism? The area has been given. Okay, let's have Teresa.
Three cubic centimeter.
Okay, Teresa says 3 cubic centimeter. Can somebody correct that? Receiving students in 70s. Okay, let's have Emmanuel.
Three square centimeter. 3 square centimeter.
3 square centimeter, 3 cubic centimeter. Okay, let's have our friend here.
3 centimeter.
Okay, very good. It is not 3 cubic centimeter, it is not 3 square centimeter, but it is 3 centimeter. Now, the height of that prism is 3 centimeter. You can see from the object which has been, prism that has been given, it has 3 layers. So, the height is always the same as the layers. So, 3 centimeter is the height of the prism. Now, class, what do you think is the volume of the prism? We already know the area of the base, which is 5 square centimeter, and the height, which is 3 centimeter. What do you think is the volume? Okay, let's have Goodwin. Goodwin?
15 cubic centimeter.
Okay, very good. The volume of the prism is 15 cubic centimeter. 15 cubic centimeter. So receiving students in 7 is, when you want to find a volume of a prism, use the formula, volume is equals to area of the base times height. Now let us look at our learning activity. Receiving students in 7 is, I would like you to calculate the volume of the prism using the formula volume is equals to length times width, or volume is equals to area of the base times height. As your learning activity, I would like you to find the volume of that prism. Using the formula, volume is equals to area of the base times Thank you, Emmanuel. Okay, receiving students and 70s. Let us look at the answer to this learning activity together. Okay? Now, this is Emmanuel's answer. Receiving students and 70s, what we will do here is we will do the learning activity together and try to come up with the answer and see that if we have the same answer as Emmanuel's. Now, receiving students, from this prism given here, we have a height which is 3 centimeters. Now, there are many ways that you can find the volume of this prism. One way that you can do to find the volume of this prism is by finding the area of the base first and then multiply it with the height. That is the normal rule of finding a volume of a prism. Now, if you look at the prism here, this part of the prism is the area of the base. So if we consider this as the area of the base, the top area of the base of the prism, then we have also another base which is at the bottom of the prism. Now, looking at this shape here, you can divide this shape into how many rectangles? Okay, 2 rectangles. Now, if you divide this rectangle into shape into 2 rectangles, this will help us to find the area of the base of this whole prism. Now, let's consider this as area of the small rectangle and area of the large rectangle. Now, what is the area of the large rectangle? 3 centimeters. What is the length? The length is 3 centimeters. And what is the width? 1 centimeter. Total of 3 what? Centimeter or cubic centimeter? Remember, we are finding the area. What would be the unit? 3 square centimeter. Now let's find the area of small rectangle. What is the area of small rectangle? We have the width which is 1 and the length which is 2. So what is the area, class? 2 what? 2 square centimeter. Now, we will now find the total area of the base of this prism. What do you think is the total area of the base of the prism? Or how can we find the total area of the base? So to find the area of the total area of the base of this prism, we add area of the large rectangle plus the area of the small rectangle. So what is the total area of the base of the prism? 3 square centimeter plus 2 square centimeter. What is the area of the total area of the base of the prism? 5 square centimeter. Now receiving students and 7 is, what is the next thing? What do we do? We already found the total, the base, the area of the base of the prism, which is 5 square centimeter. Shannon?
Find the height.
Find the height. Okay, what is the height? Class? The height is 3. Now, what is the volume of the prism using the formula? Volume is V is equals to area times height, or volume is equals to area times height, area of the base times height. What do you think is the volume of the prism? Receiving student and 7 is. We already know the area of the base, 5 square centimeter, and we already know the height of the prism, which is 3 centimeter. Now, what is the height? 15 what? 15 cubic centimeter. How did you get that 15 cubic centimeter? 5 square centimeter, which is the area of the base, times 3 centimeter, which is the height. So we get the volume of 15 cubic centimeter. Now, is the volume of that prism the same as the one that I gave you as a work example? Is it the same? Okay. The difference between that and that, I just changed the shape, remove the blocks, and then gave you the figures only. Now receiving students and 7 is, we will move on to our exercise. You have 2 exercises. Exercise 1, find the volume of the following prism. Make note that each cube has a volume of 1 cubic centimeter. Each cube that makes up that prism has a volume of 1 cubic centimeter. Now, find the volume of the prism that has been given, A and B. receiving students and 7-ish. Now we will move on to our next exercise, exercise number 2. Exercise number 2, you have to calculate the volume of the following prism. Remember that in exercise number 2, the area of the base has been given in square centimeter. You have to use the formula, volume is equals to area of the base times height. So area of the base has been given already. You have to multiply the area of the base with the height to find the volume of the prism that has been given. Receiving students, I'll repeat myself. The area of the base has been given and the height. So you use the formula, volume is equals to area of the base times height to find the volume of the prism. I got you, mate. This is wrong. Okay, this one. I said I got you, mate. This is wrong. Michael, this one. This one. This one. I said A and B. And check. This is 5 square centimeter. Area of the base times the height, which is 3. Your answer should be volume is always in cubic centimeter. Continue with the next exercise. Sorry, mate. Yes, the area of the base has been given. Michael, this one. I said A and B. Which one to that? Now check. This is 5 square centimeter. Area of the base times the height, which is 3. Your answer should be volume is always in cubic centimeter. Okay, good one, well done. Very good. Continue with the next exercise. Sorry, mate. Yes, the area of the base has been given. Receiving students and 70s, we will now correct the exercise. Receiving teacher, we will only correct exercise 1A and exercise 2A. Exercise 1B and exercise 2B, receiving teacher, I would like you to check, collect the student's book, and then you can check their answers at your own time. Now let us look at the answer for exercise A. Shannon, sorry, not Shannon, but Jubilee, can you give the answer for exercise 1A and Ruthie for exercise 2B? On the board. There's no marker. Just write it. Write it big, big, big. Not area of the large rectangle. You just write area. You just write area times the height. Equal to. You already wrote the formula. Okay? Just write the volume or area of the base and times the height. That's all. Equal to 27 square centimeter. And your answer. Thank you. Receiving students and 70s, we have our answers here on the board given by the model class. Exercise 1A and exercise 2A. Okay, the volume of the answer to question number one, exercise number 1, volume is equals to 15 cubic centimeter, where the area of the base of the prism is equals to 5 square centimeter and the height 3 centimeter. Exercise number 2, where the area of the base has been given, which is 27 square centimeter times the height 4 centimeter, we end up having the volume of the prism as 108 cubic centimeter. So receiving students and 70s, please make corrections. If you do not have those answers correctly written, the correct answers have been given by the model class. You can do your corrections. Like I've said, receiving teacher, the other two exercise 1B and 2B, you can collect the books and then mark them at your own time. Receiving students and 70s, for our summary lesson for today, any prism, any general prism has a top base and a bottom base which are always the same. And they have the height. Top and the bottom base the same, and they have the height. To find the formula or to find the volume of any prism, we use the formula volume is equals to area of the base times height. Our key phrase for today, any prism, you can use that formula. Volume is equals to area of the base times height. And our next lesson topic is on capacity. With that, receiving students and 7Es, let us bring us to the end of our lesson for today. And thank you very much for your participation.
You are welcome, Mr. Namari. And thank you for your lesson.
Thank you.